Hi, Mandy O'Neill here, and welcome to How to Send an Email Campaign. Before we jump into the training, sending an email campaign can be a little confusing because there are three types of emails you can send out of the Donor Drive system. So let's walk through those really quickly. The first is a triggered email notification, and that's an email that's triggered based on your participants' behavior. If they register, they get a welcome email triggered. If they hit 50% of Factor Club, they're going to get an encouragement or a milestone email triggered. The second type of email that you can send out of the system is a scheduled email. And these are emails that are scheduled based on the date of your event or the date that your participant registered. So it could be a recruitment email that's sent 90 days ahead of the event, or 60 days or 30 days in advance of your walk. Or it could be coaching emails that are sent one day after your participant registers, or 2 days or 3 days, or 48 hours before the event. Whatever, it's scheduled based on a specific event. Today, what we're going to talk about are emails that don't fit into either of those categories. And there's another email tool that you can use when you have multiple audience criteria that you can't configure in a scheduled email. The example of that might be last year's participants who raised $500 or more but haven't yet registered. You might want to send them a special personalized encouragement email, and this email tool is the way that you can do that. The second audience that you're going to send emails to from this tool are going to be people that are not in the Donor Drive system. Maybe you have a newsletter list or an offline database that you want to send an invitation to participate in your Unite for Bleeding Disorders walk. That's what you'll use this tool for. So the way that we get to it is up in the menu bar, you'll see email, and you'll see some options under the email tab. You can select add a campaign, but I'm going to direct you to campaigns, and we're going to head on over to campaigns so you can see your dashboard, because what you'll have on your dashboard are email campaigns you've already sent. And sometimes you just want to copy one of those emails and edit that to send out. So that's easy enough to do. So say you have an awesome email that you want to edit, or you want to update or freshen it up. You can select on it so it's highlighted, and then you can go over here and copy it, and then you'll get a copy of that email that you can go in and edit and start creating a new email. For today, up in the upper right-hand corner, you see the the green button that says Add a Campaign. We're going to add a new campaign. So the first thing you're going to do is name the campaign. So I'll name it Demo Number 1. And the from and the email are already pre-populated with your information. In fact, you can't even edit it. But you can put in your subject line. And I'm going to use Are You Coming to the Biggest Party as the subject line. And then you're going to decide if you want to use a campaign template, or you just want to jump right here into the editor and start editing your email. Now, if you choose to use a template, you can use a 1-column, 2-column, or a 3-column template. My recommendation is that you just use this editor first. Or if you're going to use one of the templates, only use a 1-column, because most of your emails are read on a mobile device that's going to scroll down as 1 column only anyway. Now, what I've done is I copied an email that we're going to edit here. And I want to show you that you can do all of the editing that you want to right here in the system using these menu items. So say you want to center and bold the headline, you can do that. Maybe I want to center this information too, so you're able to edit it. If you want it to be a little bit bolder, you could actually create this as a headline. Make this a headline and center it again so it's even bigger and it has a different color. But you have the option to do all of the editing that you want to, that you could do in the other system as well. Okay, so now let's scroll down and you can see there's your email. So the next thing you're going to do is choose your audience. Oh, you know what? Before we jump over to choose the audience, let me show you what would happen if you chose to use a campaign template. Let's say you select one column. You're going to get a template pre-filled for you, and it's going to have dummy text in here that you can edit. But it does give you a little bit more of a template look and feel that you can play with and work with. I still prefer to go back and use the editor as it is. Then you're going to select your subscriber list, and you will have preloaded this list if you are uploading an offline list. For right now, we're going to use test as our email list, and then we're going to save the email. Okay, and it should show up for us. Let me make sure we've got it. There we go. And there's the email. It's showing up in here. Now, sometimes it doesn't show up, and that's because you may be in a view that is a sent campaign. You can change your view here. This can get a little confusing, but if you change your view to sent campaigns, you can see all of the campaigns that you've sent. And if you want to go back and look at your unsent campaigns, that's where you'll be able to find the email that is unsent. Okay? And it looks like I loaded it twice, but that's okay. We'll just show it for examples, because now what you want to do is you can go up here and you can view the email, you can edit it, you can copy it, you can send a test, you can schedule a send, you can even send it now, which I do not recommend. What I recommend is you want to send yourself a test of the email first to make sure that it works. And you can type in your email address that you want to send it to here, and there we go. And you can send a test. Okay? Once you get your test, you might come back and think, gee, I want to edit it. So you can, again, select on it and go to use your edit screen and come in here and you can do some editing. So maybe that headline didn't look the way that you wanted it to. So now you're going to change it up a little bit and make it a little higher, and we'll do a little bit more. We're going to center that and bold it, okay? So once you've made those edits, don't forget to scroll all the way down and save it again. And now that you've got it, you can go ahead and schedule your send. And you can send it right away if you want to, but for the most part, you're probably going to want to send it at a later time. My recommendation is that so let's say we want to send it on Friday the 30th, and I will tell you that I'm finding that emails that are sent first thing in the morning tend to get the most activity. Social media posts sent in the evening get the most activity, but I usually like to send emails about 6:45 or 7 in the morning, and then you just click schedule the send, and it's going to schedule it, and you'll see it in your sent campaigns as a scheduled email. And that's it. That's all you need to do.